So you're thinking about moving into Braunfels, Texas, but you want to know all there is to know before making the move? The good, the bad, and the ugly, the pros, the cons? Well, stick around, because in this video we're going over just that. What up, y'all? It's Travis Stegall with eXp Realty right here in New Braunfels, Texas. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, hanging out, working, playing in New Braunfels, Texas, then hit that subscribe button and click the little bell. That way you're notified every time we drop a new video. And honestly, me and my team, we're getting calls every single week from folks just like you who are looking into New Braunfels, Texas. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating anywhere in the New Braunfels area, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when moving to Texas. The pros and the cons of living here in New Braunfels, Texas. So con number one, the traffic. The traffic here has, let's just say, doubled in the last 5 years. We're almost about to hit 100,000 people in New Braunfels, and New Braunfels was never a big city. It's always had the small town feel. It still has the small town feel, especially in the downtown area. But over in the Creekside Shopping Center, where you have your big box stores, you got your Target, your Hobby Lobby, you also got H-E-B over there, you got Buc-ee's, and not only that, but there's a ton of construction going on there. So the traffic on that part of town has gotten horrible. You know, the other day my wife asked me to run to the store to pick up some diapers for our little one, and normally on a weekday that trip takes me about 30 minutes to get there. I went on a Saturday, it took me almost an hour. By the time I got back, I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my gosh, that took an hour to just run over to the Target and get some diapers. It was crazy. All right, now pro number one. With all this traffic, there's been an immense amount of growth. So you've seen lots of jobs open. You've seen lots of restaurants, lots of businesses open. It's a great place that if you're thinking about opening a business or coming here to work, it provides those opportunities, and it's one of the most desirable things about Texas is our local economy. And with the amount of growth we've had and the unfortunate amount of traffic we have now, it's provided a lot of opportunity for us locals and people moving here. And let's get back into those cons. So with all this growth, it's become crowded. You go down to Green, where me and my wife love to go and hang out, and we like to do it on the weekdays. And that's one of the benefits of living here in New Braunfels, is because you go on the weekends and there's a ton of tourists. New Braunfels almost has 3 million tourists every single year that come to this town. And it's not just because of Green, but it is because of Slitterbahn, the Kamal River, the Guadalupe River. We've got lots of events, lots of parades. There's a lot of things to do here in this town. And so it drives people from all over Texas, all over the country here. And so not only is it crowded because of the tourism, but now people are wanting to move here, that they see how great of a place it is to go and visit on a vacation. And now any opportunity they have to come here, they do. And I'm a people person, so the more the merrier. It's just unfortunate that we haven't been able to keep up with this growth with our city street. So you'll see a lot of construction going on, and like I mentioned, hopefully once that construction is over, the traffic will die down. All right, let's get back in. Pro number two, the location. The location of New Braunfels, Texas is ideal for anyone that wants to commute to San Antonio or Austin. To San Antonio, you're looking about 25 minutes, and to Austin, you're looking at about 45 minutes. And it's right along I-35. It's the interstate that stretches from all the way down in Laredo, comes up through San Antonio, through New Braunfels, up to Austin, and then it keeps going up Waco, and then Dallas, and then on and on and on. But all you need to know is really, if you're living here in New Braunfels, is San Antonio, Austin, and if you feel like really driving on the weekend, you could go up to Dallas. From Dallas to New Braunfels, you're looking at about 4 hours. My sister lives in Dallas. It's kind of nice. If I wanted to go up there on the weekend, I jump on I-35. Pretty much anywhere you live in New Braunfels, you're only a short distance to the major interstate, I-35, and it'll take you up to Austin, to Dallas, anywhere you want to go, down south. It'll take you to San Antonio. If you want to go down to the border, you go down to Laredo, have some good tacos. All right, con number 3. With all this growth and traffic and the crowdedness, the prices of the homes and utilities have gone up. In order for the local utility company to keep up with all this growth, they're having to do lots of new projects, lots of new construction. And in order to pay for all those new projects and construction, they have to charge the people here in New Braunfels and the utilities. And so you've seen our utilities bills go up by, 10-15% over the last few years. And then the price of houses just from last year to this year, 2021, had went up 15%. That's over $43,000 in 1 year. So our average home price is selling for around $275 right now, which is very reasonable compared to the rest of the country. But for a local that had been used to some housing prices, $250, $220, for a while the average sales price was $245, and in 1 year it went up $43,000. So yes, it's still very affordable to live here, and there are new houses being built every single day all around town. It's getting a little bit more expensive. All right, pro number 3 are restaurants. If you're a foodie and you like to eat, well, then New Braunfels is the place for you. We've got all kinds of restaurants. We've got seafood, we've got steak. Can't forget our brisket. If anyone has ever had brisket, then they know New Braunfels is one of the best places to come. We've got, I think, 7, 8, maybe 10 prime barbecue joints. My personal favorite is Black's, and a lot of people are gonna say the Black's up in Lockhart, the original Black's barbecue, is the best, but not in my opinion. I think the Black's that we have right here in New Braunfels is the best place to get brisket. And con number 4 is the weather, mainly the heat. If you can't stand the heat, then stay out of the kitchen. That's what they say, But honestly, guys, New Braunfels, it gets hot, 100, 110 degrees throughout the majority of the summer. And in the afternoons and the evenings, it cools down a little bit, but you're still you're still having temperatures around 85, 90 degrees. And so if you can't handle the heat, New Braunfels might not be the place for you. But the great thing is the rivers and the waterways we have here in New Braunfels. So if you're trying to beat that heat, we've got the Kamal River, we've got the Guadalupe River. The Kamal River is spring fed. It's the largest spring fed body of water in Texas. So the water is crystal clear. You can see from the top of the water down to the bottom, 15, almost 20 feet down, you can see the bottom perfect. I like to go out with my dog and my goggles, and I'll go swimming and have my dog chase me in the water. It's amazing, and it's nice and refreshing. So when you do have those 110 degree days, you go jump in the Kamal River, and it's perfect. But I will tell you, if you're living here and you're local, take advantage of our rivers during the weekdays. On the weekends, that's when we have all the tourists come from San Antonio, from Austin, from surrounding cities, from surrounding places to come and visit, because they also want to beat the heat. They want to jump in the water. So find the not so well-known places for the weekends. I suggest Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake is only about a 15-minute drive from New Braunfels, and it offers lots of places to cool off. Pro number 4 goes right along with those waterways, those rivers, those lakes. It's the things to do in town. There's tons of things to do. Me and my wife, we came from Austin, Texas, where we could do, on any given day, there was plenty of things to do. And we were worried when we came down here to New Braunfels that we'd be bored, that there wouldn't be much to do. But little did we know, there's more things to do here than you will have sometimes in Austin. There's plenty of events, there's parades, there's all these different festivals, farmers markets going on. There's always something to go out and do. Me and my wife, we love to go to the farmers markets on Saturdays and get fresh eggs from farm-raised chickens. And then also we get our produce there sometimes. Or sometimes we just go to hang out and have a drink over at Krause's, have some coffee, have a mimosa, you never know. Whatever, suits your fancy. And then sometimes we'll just leave the farmer's market that's right there in downtown and then just walk up and down downtown. It's a very cute, quaint, small downtown area. It's done a great job of keeping that small town feel. And so the Creekside area that I've talked about, that area is on the opposite of town. New Braunfels has done a very good job of keeping the downtown area small, local only businesses, and the Creekside area is your big box store businesses. All right, I've run out of cons and all we've got left is pros, and this is the best pro of them all. This is the one that you've been waiting for. Pro number 5, the people. The people here in New Braunfels. The reason I love living here, even when we just first got here, we were felt welcomed right away. We go to these places like the farmer's market that I've talked about, and everyone's saying hello, how are you doing? It's just, it's that southern hospitality that Texas provides. People still hold doors. I'll never forget, me and my wife went to dinner one night, and there was this mother and her 2 sons. The 2 boys needed something from me, and they just, quickly asked, hey, can I have, I think it was a bottle of ketchup or something. And the mom said, hello, sir, can I have? And so you just get that, and I've adapted it. When I talk to anyone, it's yes, sir, no, sir, hello, ma'am, yes, ma'am. It's just, it's Southern hospitality at its finest, and it makes everyone feel good and welcome. It's one of the best things about living here in town is the people that you have. And so when you go to these events and these parades and these festivals and you go down to the river and to the lakes, everyone for the most part is very friendly, very happy. Everyone loves being here, loves living here, and it just radiates out of this town. You feel it. There's a sense of community also. Everyone kind of looks out for each other. I know here in my neighborhood, it's probably one of the safest neighborhoods I've ever lived in. I leave my garage door and I have my motorcycle in there. I don't leave my garage door open very often, but when I have, I know that if anything were to happen, my neighbors would give me a call or have my back. But the sense of community you feel here, you'll grow to love. That was my pros and my cons. Hope you liked them. Like I said, if you're thinking about New Braunfels, Texas at all, give myself a call, give my team a call, reach out to us, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. Send a carrier pigeon. We're here to help you. We got your back when you're moving here to this New Braunfels, Texas area. Thanks.